There's nothing wrong with being selfless. The whole point of this video was because selfless people get taken advantage of all the time. And selfish people always make it to the top, taking advantage of those selfless people. They take advantage of everything they can to get to the top, to climb ranks, to go up the career ladder. They'll do anything to go up. That's what selfish people are like. Selfless people just want to give and give and give all that they can so that they feel like they're benefiting society in some type of way or benefiting other people in some type of way, which there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'll say that right now. There's nothing wrong with that. I think people should be more selfless, but I think people should have a lot more selfish traits, per se, like learning how to put your foot down when the time comes, right? I will always say this though, it's not worth it to get taken advantage of, because when you get the feeling of being taken advantage of, you just feel like shit. Like, you want to help someone, you want to be of service to someone, but if you're just being used, and everybody knows the feeling of being used, that's a pretty shitty feeling, because you're not getting anything in return, you're not getting any appreciation, any compliments, no nothing. So when you finally realize you're getting used, you're just like, bro, what is the point of me doing all of this for someone that doesn't even care? Like, what's the point of giving my energy to someone when they don't even deserve my presence? Like, what's the point in doing all of this when I don't get anything in return? And selfless people, generous people, they always give and give and give, and they don't expect anything back. I'm not saying expect anything back. I'm saying you should get treated the way you want to be treated, the way where you're getting respected. You should get treated in a respectful way. That is just that. Hello, I'm Jacinda, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to be selfless but selfish at the same time, or at least if you're a selfless person watching this, and if you are a people pleaser that gets taken advantage of, how to develop more selfish traits. I'm not saying change your whole mindset, change the type of person you are, because it's not worth it changing yourself, because media wants you to conform to this type of standard. Like, okay, it is amazing. The fact that you're selfless, the fact that you are willing to help anybody and you are so generous, that is a gift in of itself. That could be your greatest weakness, but the thing is, your greatest weakness can be your biggest strength. That is your biggest strength. We need more people like you, okay? Because this world is too cruel. There's too many selfish people. There's too many corrupt people that are chasing fame, money, power. Like, they will do anything to get those three things. You don't deserve to be in the way of that or be an obstacle which they have to decimate, okay? You don't deserve any of that. But I'm not saying change yourself completely. Don't change yourself at all. You deserve to be generous and selfless, because those blessings that you gave out will eventually come back to you. I will guarantee it. In some type of way, it will come back to you. If you're watching this, I'm guessing that you are tired of getting stepped all over and being used. Like, you know you're being used, but you don't know how to say no and set boundaries and create distance. Well, I have a video on setting boundaries, and I have a video on how to let people go. I'll refer y'all to those videos, alright? Definitely with creating more selfish habits, put yourself first. Love yourself first. Always put yourself first, okay? It's not good to put other people on a pedestal when you're not even on a pedestal. I think that don't even put yourself on a pedestal, because you're gonna have too many high expectations for yourself and you're not gonna be able to achieve them, and you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointing yourself. You really are. Don't put anything on a pedestal, okay? And to create more selfish habits, or to create more selfish traits in you so that you don't get taken advantage of, you need to look at yourself, and you need to build yourself up and gain confidence. I'm sorry, but that is just that. Because if you're insecure and you feel like the only thing that I'm worth is helping other people, that's not true. Because what you're worth is helping yourself. You're worth it. Like, I can say all these things, I can say all these affirmations. You're not gonna believe me for shit, alright? I know you're not gonna believe me. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, I want you to do this. I want you to think of 5-year-old you and see what she says about how you look right now. Or he, okay? Would 5-year-old you be proud of you? Would they be awed? Or would they be disappointed? Would they be sad? Because 5-year-old you is just basic. Like, oh my god, you had a nice job, you have a cool car. Oh my god, what did you do with your life? 5-year-old you just sees you for who you are. Because at that stage, we are not influenced by society whatsoever. We're at the basic stage of morals, all right? We are at the pre-conventional stage of Kohlberg's morals, all right? They will see through you. Children can see through you. They can see what type of person you are straight off the bat because they don't know any better, all right? So would 5-year-old you judge you? Would they be proud of you? Would they be awed at looking at you and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this when I got older? Would they? And if they're not, then what aspects of you would they judge? You need to write that down, and you need to see how you can fix that. Make manageable steps. Turn that into like a 20-step list. I don't care. Put those steps into baby steps and just walk a little bit every single day. Just try a little bit more every single day, and it will be worth it. I will guarantee you that. And about the concept of self-love and being more selfish, I'm saying be selfish to the point where you care about yourself. And you can always care about the group. You can always care about how other people are. Just don't care about what they say about you, because what they say about you has little to no effect on you unless you take it to heart and unless you take it personally. Because people talk and talk and talk and talk. Other people have different perspectives from you. Like, somebody could think you're the most beautiful person in the world and that you're their dream girl. Or someone else could be like, you're the ugliest person I've ever seen. You look like you stepped straight out of hell, okay? It's all about perspective. And you have a different perspective from other people. Do not take other people's perception of you personally, because it's not your perception. You're making it your perception when it's not. And it is not worth it to take other people's perceptions and take their ideas and incorporate it into your own in a negative way. If you're going to incorporate other people's ideas, thinking, ways of living, do it in a positive way that will benefit you. If you're constantly talking down on yourself, that's not benefiting you, okay? And yes, it is selfish to put yourself first. Yes, it is selfish to look out for yourself before the group. That's just what I'm saying. Look out for yourself first, make sure you're okay, and then jump towards the group. Because empathy is a skill not everybody has, okay? Empathy is an emotion not everybody has. And I'm guessing you have a lot of empathy and you have a lot of love to give. I'm just saying, give that love to yourself. Since you have so much love, give that love to yourself. You deserve the love that you have. And there's a lot of things that I might say that you don't deserve. Like, if you want something and you don't have it, you don't deserve it. But the thing is that you have love. You have so much love in your heart. You know what the feeling of love is. Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself first. And then think about giving it to other people after you gave all of your love to yourself. Because the rest of the love you have for yourself and the love you have for other people, that's just excess of the self-love you have. Okay? So yes, it's worth it to put yourself first, love yourself first, go on a healing journey, and change yourself in a way that benefits you. A lot of selfish people are seen as greedy, malicious, and in a way driven, because they're always motivated to get what they want. They don't care about other people and the other obstacles. They'll do anything. They'll trample on other people like you to get what they want. You just kind of have to have the conqueror mindset, because if it weren't for selfish people, we wouldn't be here. If it weren't for selfish people, we wouldn't have phones. If it weren't for selfish people, innovative people, people that would take that step forward, that were probably terrible, that probably weren't that nice, but got that shit done, they're the ones that made the evolutions in our history, okay? Einstein was not a good person, but guess what? He was probably the smartest person that's ever lived. So you just gotta think of it like that. If it weren't for selfish people, and if it weren't for some people being selfish, we wouldn't have what we have now. We wouldn't have the advancements in technology. We wouldn't have Amazon. We wouldn't have Apple. We wouldn't have Microsoft. We wouldn't have anything we have now. So I hope that you saying that selfish people shouldn't exist and we should all be selfless and we should all be kind, we wouldn't make any progress. Being selfless and helping everybody else and not trying to make it to the top, that doesn't make progress. That makes peace. That makes stagnation. Okay? So you need to be selfish to grow. You need to be selfish to go up in rank. You need to be selfish to become a better you, a better version of you, or to create something good, to create something that no one else can even comprehend, okay? You need to be selfish. Just like Edison stole the idea of the light bulb. He did that. He took all the credit. He got all the fame. All his workers didn't. Even the scientists that actually made the thing that could make a light bulb didn't get any credit. Edison was selfish. But he gets written about in books to this day about how he created the first light bulb. See, they make evolutions. They take that step. You need to take that step for yourself. I'm sorry, but it is very true. You need to take that step for yourself. You need to be able to be greedy, selfish, maybe malicious in some extents. And I know that you have a lot of empathy and love, and that you have a better understanding of people, and you have a better understanding of how people think. But sometimes you really have to shut off your empathy, and you really just have to start grinding and working. Because if you keep on giving, and you don't receive anything back, it's not worth it to give anymore. And that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that. Stay tuned in for more. Bye-bye.